So today here at PigmangaStudios we'll be doing some inking, and the tools we'll be using are what I like. They're my favorite pen now because they're so much bolder than the others I've been using. These are really good. These are the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pens. I've gotten the darkest line yet out of one of these pens. So this, I'll be using the fine. I'll be using the medium, and I'll be using the super fine. So you put the little letters, the little S's and the M's and stuff. Which I don't know why they don't tell you the actual millimeter, which would be better to me and sound more professional. Like I know what I'm doing. Like I've been using a 0.5 millimeter with a techno grenade on the back, you know. But whatever. And to fill in black, sometimes I'll use the Pigma. I believe Secura makes these. I'm not sure. It's a Pigma pen, but it's a, instead of a point anything, it is a 1, which is a 1.0 Pigma pen. I'm not got my glasses on yet, so I can't quite see what it is. I think it's Secura makes these. I'm not sure. Micron pen. This is for filling in blacks, and this is also I'll be using the brush pen from Pitt Faber-Castell. These are used also for filling in blacks, and sometimes I will use these for organic things, like if it's in the foreground, really bold lines. And that's the tools we'll be using. And I use this afterward, the kneaded eraser, much needed eraser. No, they call these kneaded erasers K-N-E-A-D. It's, I don't know why they call it that, but it's just like a malleable eraser that works really well for getting into small little areas. You know, like you got into a really small little spot, you got to get it to work well because you make them to a point. This is for, I use the Pink Pearl. Hello, the classic Pink Pearl. I use this for like big, broad areas. And then I was actually graced this this Christmas by something I haven't seen ever. This monster eraser here. This is what you need if you're an artist like me. You will wipe out entire pages because you'll be like, forget it, and you want to throw the towel in and just say forget it all. But this is a good one for like big broad areas that you've already inked and you just want to get it over with. But I really don't use this very often. I think I've used it once. But as you can see, and you know I'm not telling a lie because, okay, well maybe I have used it a little bit. You can see how worn out it is. But maybe I am not as good an artist as I thought I was, because as you can see looking at this, okay, I lied. I've used it a lot. But anyway, here we go. When I was talking to a lot of people online and DeviantArt when I first started out there in 2007, one of the artists there helped me a lot by something he told me. He said, what you do is you don't try to make, you know, like the perfect line. You try to make a confident line. And that's what I try to do. It doesn't have to be perfect, just confident. So you've got to put a little bit of confidence in there and bow your chest out a little bit. Act like you're a professional, whether you are or not. If you act as if you are, one day you are. So act as if, and there you are. Of course, don't let it go to your head like it did me. And you make a YouTube video and think you're the man. But yeah. I'm gonna probably just talk for a few more minutes and then we'll go into time lapse, speed lapse. because what I'm trying to do here is, as you see, I'm using the superfine pen, the things that are going to be in the background, keeping a line weight about even for stuff like this technical stuff, keeping an even line weight. And you want even line weights for things that are inorganic. Most times there is no set rule, but for most times I try to keep the same line weight for things that are organic until they move to the foreground. And I even break my own rule, because there are times when I'll draw something that's completely out of that, because I will go behind, I will go and like use a brush for a building. So I don't know what the hell I'm talking about on that area, because there are no rules in art. If you feel like it looks like you want to sometimes do some kind of quirky something, and you do something different, go for it. Just be careful and make sure you know the fundamentals first, because a lot of times you try to jump ahead into something like that, and it ends up being a cluster, and you get yourself in trouble, and somebody might say something to hurt your feelings. Then you got to write a letter to the editor, or go on YouTube and cry about it. Me myself, I used to be a really big sissy. When my first comic book convention I went to, my palms were so sweaty, and I thought someone was going to tell me to just leave, and because I sucked. And I believe if someone would have told me that, it probably would have done me some good, because I would have been like, you know what? No, I'm not leaving. Don't tell me to leave. I have a right to be here. I'm here to learn, and I'm willing to do anything to learn. So, well, I'll rephrase that. Almost anything at that time. So, yeah, I was pretty much willing to do whatever. If they told me, in order to draw comics better, you need to swim in the Swami River with crocodiles, I probably would have, because at that point I was ready. I was ready to learn. I was tired of struggling, not knowing what I was doing, and yeah, it was a rough road. Wait a minute, it is a rough road. It's continuously learning. You never really learn comics. I mean, you never really learn it. You just kind of get better, and then you get. At times, I've even had times when I got worse, and then got better, got worse. It's like a step forward, 2 steps back kind of thing. But you do eventually increase your abilities, where you can kind of reach a happy medium and say, this is me. I'm never gonna be perfect at it, but I'm gonna continue to try and do my best. And it really motivates me when I try to motivate someone else. Whether I'm 1 step ahead of you, or I've been doing it 20 years ahead of you, or I've increased myself and done better, as far as like knowing what it's about and that thing, passing on knowledge kind of crap. It really does no good if you become selfish with it. You have to give away what you learn in order to continue to learn. So it does me a lot of good to tell anybody anything on how to draw comics. So in all actuality, these comic things I'm doing here with this is actually helping me more than probably helping you, because this is what it does for me. It motivates me. It keeps me going, knowing that somebody might get something out of it. And any responses I get, they make my day. So if you want to make an old man's day, I'm not really that old, but you can, if you want to make a semi-old man's day, you can send me some comments down below, down there, where you got the little comment thingies. Because it really does, it makes my day. I like hearing from people, knowing people are getting something, or I'm getting something from them, you know, about how to draw. And his drawing is a very fundamentally, it's communication. If you really get down to the brass tacks of it, it's all communicating. What are you trying to communicate? What are you trying to tell them with these lines I'm putting on here? What am I trying to say? In this one, I'm trying to say, look, this place is a crap. This is a terrible place to live. It's just junk everywhere. Busy little places. It gets damaged over and over. People try to maintain it. It's a really rough world, tough, dry environment. You know, not many people really care. You know, mostly robots do all the labor and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get that through this environment I'm making right now. I'm trying to say, hey, look at this junk everywhere, and this planet is basically a crap hole. Would use foul language, but you know, I don't want to offend any of the other people out there. But yeah, it's I'm trying to say, look, with these lines, I'm trying to say, look at this. The emotion in this is, it's a busy little place that's just a disaster. It just keeps on, you know, I don't know, it's industrialized kind of thing. So that's what I'm trying to communicate here. Pipes, industrious, dystopia, a little bit of chaos, tyranny, something that's completely man-made. It's missing that organic human thing. If I'm failing at it, then I'm failing at it. But hey, I'm about to turn into a pumpkin, so let's go into speed laps. Alright guys, we're gonna go to warp 1 here in just a second. Alright, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Away, I'm just a breath away, losing my faith today.
I'm falling off the edge today.
I am just a man, not superhuman.
I'm not superhuman.
Someone save me from the hate. It's just another war, just another family torn.
Falling from my faith today.
Just a step on the edge, just another day in the world we live. I need a hero, save me now. I need a hero,
Save me
I need a hero, save my life. A hero will save me. I've gotta fight today to live another day, speaking my mind today.
My voice will be heard today.
I've gotta make a stand, but I am just a man.
I'm not superhuman.
My voice will be heard today. It's just another war, just another family
My
torn.
voice will be heard today.
It's just another kill. The countdown begins to destroy.